Here it comes. It all comes down to this. I know it's just a beer. I know it's just a beer, but it's time that I revisit something I hated or I could not get into 5 years ago. Approximately 5 years ago. I think it was 2005 years ago. Something like that. Anyways, guys, cheers in 17. Jake is back again. We're live on the broadcast. It's almost 2:40 a.m. here in the morning. We're partying all night, or at least I am anyways. Those that are joining me are joining me, and those that aren't. Anyways, and look what I have here in my hands. What should this be? What is that? It's a Guinness. This is a Guinness, or a guinea pig. No, a Guinness Draught, and it's in a can. It's in a can. I'm going to have it in the can, if you don't mind. I'm going to have it in the can. 4.2% alcohol by volume. It's a 440 milliliter can. It says serve extra cold. And on the side here, underneath this little thing here, it says if you don't like it, please pour it down the drain. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. It's a product of Ireland. You know what I need with this? You know what I could use with this? I could really use a full pack of Cuban guitars. But here goes. After 5 years of trying it, don't ask me why it took so long for me to get back to try this. Don't ask. I don't know. I just kept putting it off. Finally, this gift pack came along, and I said, well, I'm going to give that a shot. So what the hell? I'll give it a go. And so, you know, there happens to be 2 Guinness in the can, and here I go. I'm going to try Guinness again for the first time after 5 years. And yes, the first time I tried it, I poured almost a whole can down the drain. And I apologize. I know it's alcohol abuse. To many of you, that's alcohol abuse. But what the hell? Let's crack it and see if you guys can hear the whistle. Ready? 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 There you go. Here goes the friggin' Guinness. Oh my god. Oh, looks like friggin' mud. Coming out there looks like mud. Oh, good lord. It looks It does not look... It looks like coffee that's been sitting around all day. Didn't feel that... hey, yeah, it looks like coffee that's been sitting around all day. Like mud. It doesn't travel well. Here goes the Guinness. I don't know if Horror Show 3000 ever had Guinness. I don't know. It's not as good as the stuff you get at the... It's not as good as the stuff you get on tap, though, in Ireland, though, eh? No, not at all. So I do know a couple other YouTube reviewers, beer reviewers, or beer tubers, that hate Guinness, and I know some that enjoy Guinness. So, let me get my friggin' shower head light here, because I want to see if I can... shine through this thing. My shower head light. See if I can get through this Guinness. It's pretty dark. There, can you see through it? You can just... Oh, it's not even totally dark. Well, it's not even totally opaque. You can just see through it, just a little bit, yeah. Yeah, what do you think of that? It's got that beautiful... silky whipped cream type head on top. Yeah. Nice looking, isn't it, everyone? Yeah. It's a nice looking beer. Here goes for the sniff. I don't have a kitchen sink next to me, so... Let's go for the sniffy. The sniffy. Well... This one actually has a roasted scent to it. That's the first thing I get from it, is that roasted scent. You know, the roasted aroma, right? Yeah. I can't really pick up anything else besides roastedness. I mean, you can tell that it's malty as well, you know, from the scent. It's got a malty scent. I guess there's a scent to maltiness. Do you guys believe that there's a scent to maltiness? I don't know. I guess so. I just think so. I'm just not sure, but I just say so. Anyways. It does have a nice roasted scent to it. I'll give it that. I will give it that. Although be it is mild. It is, again, it's not an overly powering scent. Got that beautiful head on it. It's time to give it a taste. And here goes, guys. 5 years in the making, I guess. I guess you could kind of think of it that way. Not really, but what the hell. Let's go. That's interesting, you know. It's interesting to actually try something years later that you did not like, and to see how your taste has changed, how your interests and preferences have changed over the years. Strangely enough, oddly enough, I like it. I'm starting to, I think I like it. Mikey think he like it. Yeah. It's okay. It's almost like a mild sort of sessionable, more sessionable, you know, heavier or like bigger produced stout beer. I mean, it's not. I mean, when you consider other stout beers, I mean, you've got. Oh, geez, I don't have many stouts there. I got the Propeller Revolution Imperial Stout up there, which is a heavy stout. Right? It's much heavier, guys. It's much heavier than this Guinness. And you would not be able to sit down and drink 7 or 8 of those, you know, 6 or 7 of those Russian Imperial Stouts from Propeller, because they're so heavy. They're like a meal. They're like almost like a meal in every bottle. Right? I mean, I've had the Martello Stout from Garrison, the Martello Stout, which was a very nice beer too. Not quite as impactable as the Propeller Stout, but this Guinness is quite nice. Hold on a second. I mean, it's got that roasted flavor in it. It's mild. It's got a mild roasted flavor to it. But at the same time, with all these different Irish beers, I'm finding the same thing with everyone. Every one of them. It sort of has a bit of just a slightly watered down feel to it, like a watered down, like just that they're not heavy. They're not heavy at all. They're kind of more on the lighter side. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's got a mild bitterness to it, so it's not bad. It is quite good, actually, you know, to be honest with you. I'm not finding that it's a bad beer at all. I'm finding that it's actually quite nice. But this must be the more subdued Guinness, right? This is not like the extra, you know, the Guinness Extra Stout, which is probably more of a heavier taste. This is actually quite nice. Be honest with you, I can handle this. Now, after 5 years of not trying it, finally getting back to it. I think this is quite a nice brew. I mean, it doesn't quite par up to. I mean, there are better stouts. I have to. I'll be honest with you. I haven't had a lot of stouts, but there are stouts that are better. This is more of a. I think this is more of an aiming at the sessionable. You know, those they want you to drink a lot of these. They don't want you to buy one of these and just enjoy one once in a while. They want you to buy a whole friggin' case of them and drink a lot of them. You know, that type of thing. That's where I'm more. That's where I'm more getting at. You know, but it is good. I can't see anything wrong with it. It's got a nice head on it, and it goes down quite nice. It's not a heavy beer at all. It's quite nice. It's low carbonation. It's not high like the other ones. I quite like that one. I have to actually place that. I'm sorry, but I'll have to put that at a 4 out of 5. Generous 4 out of 5, in my opinion. It's a little bit better than some of the other ones that I've had. It's a little bit better than the Harp and the Smittix. And there you go. There you go. That's it. I think it's a decent brew. That's the review of the Guinness. And that's the Guinness Draught in a can with the widget. Cheers. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Sorry for that review going on a little bit too long. But, you know, after 5 years of not trying a beer and then giving it another go. Thanks, guys. Appreciate that. And keep your mugs full. Absolutely. Cheers in 17.